Alright, so it started as a regular dream, as it usually does for me. And I was walking outside, and I guess I was tying my shoe, and I saw that my phone was on the sidewalk a few feet in front of me. And so I kind of just reached out my hand and like force pulled essentially the phone into my hand like I was a Jedi, which is something that I really like doing in lucid dreams. I noticed last time there's this thing on my camera that gonna see if I can get off, but I guess not. I don't really have time to hook up the Logitech. Sorry about that. I was gonna do that, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So, yeah, I force pulled the phone into my hand, and that's what kind of told me I was in a dream. So that's when I became lucid. So after that, I flew up into the air, and I looked down, and there were some people riding their bikes, which makes sense that that would be in a dream of mine because I've been riding my bike lately. Um, and then the dream kind of changed. I didn't have a lot of control over this one. So it changed, and now I was walking around my middle school. And so I was walking down the hallway, and there was this guy who was really creepy. His back was turned, and it was kind of like in a horror movie when there's a person with their back turned, and you walk up slowly, and you just expect they're gonna turn around and be a zombie, or like it's gonna be a jump scare. It didn't end up being that bad. I approached him, and no jump scare happened, but the fear became very palpable. This is another thing that happens a lot in dreams of mine, in lucid dreams in particular, is that it becomes something happens, the dream gets scary, and the fear is just so visceral that I feel it in my skin and in my bones, just kind of vibrating along my body. Um, but this time it wasn't so bad because all I had to do was walk away, and the feeling went away, and it became just a pretty regular environment again. So from there I walked into the cafeteria, and it didn't really look exactly like the layout of my old middle school. Um, I guess just from the vibe, I got the impression that it was my middle school, but it didn't look exactly like it. So I walk into the cafeteria, um, and it's really crowded, and there's a chair kind of in the way past the crowd, so I jump over the chair. It's not a very important detail, but the point is to sharpen my dream recall, so I'm going to try to remember all the details. There's not much left of the dream actually, so I walk up to the lunch lady who's giving out the food, right? Oh, my screen just turned dark. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so the lunch lady was giving out all sweets and junk foods, and so I was like, nothing but junk food, huh? And she was just like, yeah. And I was thinking this was really convenient because normally in my lucid dreams, one of the first things I do is go looking around for junk food to just feast upon. Um, and in this one, it was kind of just theirs, so that was really nice. However, the dream changed at that point, and from there I lost lucidity. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Um, if you saw my last video, I mentioned that I was gonna try eating blueberries before I go to bed, which I did, to see if it would help me lucid dream. And I did lucid dream. The only problem is that that was not the only new factor. The blueberries were not the only new factor in the equation. So the other new thing that I did last night was after a REM cycle. This was after a few REM cycles, and I still hadn't had the lucid dream yet. So I said, well, let me try some auto suggestion. So as I was falling back, what's the right way to say this? Sometimes I say falling back asleep, and sometimes I say falling back to sleep, and I can never decide which I prefer. I think I'm going to go with falling back to sleep this time. So as I'm falling back to sleep, I'm saying to myself, I am lucid dreaming. I am lucid dreaming. Just a few times. And I think it's important that you say, I am lucid dreaming rather than I am going to lucid dream. It's important that it be in the present tense. So I was doing that and went back to sleep. And I didn't have a lucid dream. Like, I didn't go right into a lucid dream. But eventually that night, I did have a lucid dream. And at the point where I did end up having the lucid dream, I wasn't laying on my back. I was laying on my side. So I think that's why I didn't have very much control over this one. But now looking back on it, I shouldn't have done that for the first time, considering that I was also having blueberries before bed for the first time. Because I was able to lucid dream, but I don't know, is it because of the blueberries? Is it because of the auto-suggestion? Is it both? Is it neither? So that's just a very basic scientific method thing, is that you don't want to try two new things at the same time because you don't know which is going to work. If one of them does work, you don't know which one it was. So I think tonight I'm going to have blueberries and not do the auto-suggestion thing and see how that goes. And then maybe another time I'll try not having blueberries but doing the auto-suggestion thing. So that way I'm doing them one at a time so I can see which one of them is working. If I have a lucid dream on both of those nights, maybe they both help, and I'll probably just keep doing both. And if I have a lucid dream on neither of those nights, then it might have just been something else entirely that helped me to lucid dream. Maybe it was just chance. I never really know with this kind of stuff. I'm really just one person. I can't really have my own scientific study. Like, I would need a bunch of people trying out this stuff from a bunch of different backgrounds if I really wanted to get to the bottom of it. But even if I was a, scientist with funding and everything, I'm sure it wouldn't be that easy because dreams are so very much a mystery to science. So just doing what I can, trying stuff, seeing what I can see, just based on my own experiences. And that, I think, is part of what makes it fun for me. Because it's like, it's an area that science has not charted yet. It's uncharted territory. So it's really fun that way. But anyways, that's pretty much it. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention, I'm going to try to keep it super brief. I went back and started rewatching my old videos. 1, I was very cringy. 1B, I had a really bad potty mouth. But 2, it's showing me where I've progressed and where I haven't. For example, I was really bad at flying in the beginning. And now I've improved so much there. 1 second. Sorry about that. So yeah, I've improved a lot there. I used to just try to start flying, but then start being pulled in random directions. But now I'm on good days, I'm just flying around like Peter Pan, just doing loops, and it's awesome. It's really fun. But I also mentioned in my first Lucid Dream log that, which wasn't actually called Lucid Dream Log 1, it was just called, what was it called? My Lucid Dream from last night, something like that. I also mentioned in there that I was really bad at manifesting things, and I'm still really bad at that. I actually haven't even tried that in so long. So in my next lucid dream, oh, here's my cat. So in my next lucid dream, I definitely want to try manifesting something, just anything. I'll probably start with junk food. That's my go-to thing. But yeah. So that was it. Thanks for watching.